Please.
¿Qué pasa si tú andas a la cárcel y inmigración te encuentra? ¿Qué pasa?
Va a ser deportada.
Judge, I do need to let you know something, before we begin. This client had, I can't remember what kind, he was a victim of a violent crime. And he understands what's going on, but you might need to slow down a little bit right now. Thank you.
Okay, what is his last name?
Hernandez, and it's Anthony, Your Honor. He has 2 cases.
Mr. Hernandez
Buenos días, señor Hernandez.
Buenos días, señor.
Good morning,
was
sir.
charged with 2 very serious cases. You were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were also charged with tampering with a government record. You just had a tampering dismissed 2 weeks ago, and now you have another one. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. On the tampering case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On your DWI, you are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
On March 16th, 2025, an officer observed a vehicle and ran the attack that observed and which was found to have no return function. The traffic stop was initiated. The officer observed the defendant with slow roll and missed multiple opportunities to safely pull over. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed the odor of alcoholic beverage from the vehicle. The officer also observed 2 40-ounce glasses of Modelo, both open and a quarter%.
Drinking while driving?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
The officer
En
requested the
especial,
defendant exit the
pidió que el
vehicle and
demandado
the
saliera
defendant
del
was
vehículo
detained.
y fue
The
detenido.
defendant declined answering questions and certain sobriety tests were conducted. The officer observed 6 out of 6 Malaysian, 5 out of 8 on the walk return, and 2 out of 4 on the one leg stand. The defendant consented to a breath test, and the results of which were
Resultados eran
0.135 and
135
0.133.
133.
While at JPC, the defendant admitted that the identification card provided was fictitious. The officer reviewed the identification card and
Tarjeta de identificación y
the identification card
la
had
tarjeta de
a
identificación
fictitious
tenía
date of birth,
una fecha
and his first name was listed as his middle name.
fecha
The
de
card had no
nacimiento
hole.
y su nombre
It was also very flimsy, and the lettering was not consistent with normal federal identification.
Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I would hope that you recognize it's damn elementary that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt of court hearing. You could be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. You are not allowed to drive. Do you understand?
¿Entiende?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Is he here on an asylum claim? Does he have status here?
Judge, I'm not sure if asylum is the right word, but he does have an avenue through immigration based on him being the victim of the violent crime.
Not in this country with permission, and you go to jail. What happens?
¿Qué pasa?
Como dice la pregunta,
What was the question?
por favor.
Please.
¿Qué pasa si tú andas a la cárcel y inmigración te encuentra? ¿Qué pasa?
Va a ser deportada.
That's what you need to think about when you're out there in the free. You're ordered now not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm going to put a monitor on you so I know that you're not consuming. This is the promise that you're going to be signing with me, Mr. Hernandez. And I want you to understand, I will do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. Do you understand me?
¿Lo entiende?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
¿Seguro?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
If you were here because you were a victim, or if you were a victim of a violent crime, you have no clue what happens in our jails on a daily day basis.
Chiaramente.
There are some parts of the jails that are so bad, officers won't even go. Keep that in mind when you're out there, because if I find that you break any of these bond conditions, I will put you in jail. And if you're unlucky enough, you will get a detainer and you will sit there and you will be stuck like Chuck until these cases are over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration. You get no more warnings from us. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but you're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. For now, I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you will get with breach off of your bond conditions. After that, you'll be free to go. Be very careful. No more warnings, Mr. Hernandez. Okay, thanks. For the time being, I'm going to put a scram on him, so I know that he's not using.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it so that it doesn't come out of his pocket.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I did. Yeah, there's one up there. Okay, and then if a while passes and there are no issues, come back and talk to me, but I want to make sure that he's not using.
Thank you, Judge.
Just. Let's do it. Do you have the cause number?
I do 255-9578. He's already got conditions from Judge Simons.
Judge Simons.
Yeah,
Okay,
Judge D. Simons. And so it's my understanding there's no alcohol. He's got a device also already, I think, or at least we can double check.
all right, sir. You are Mr. Kubler.
Kubler, yes, sir.
Kubler. Mr. Kubler, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. I see. So he's also charged with abandonment. Is it out of the same transaction?
Yeah, we had a long discussion with him this morning.
I don't know anything about it. Let's find out what's going on, please.
On April 11th, 2025, an officer was dispatched to an unknown incident or accident, excuse me, and noticed a vehicle, a pickup truck, illegally parked in the front yard of the residence. There were fresh tires, skid marks, and broken wheel and axle visibly appeared to be damaged from the Ram truck to a legally parked red Jeep Compass. The law enforcement officer made contact with the complainant, and then it said that the damage to the Jeep was approximately $5,000. The defendant admitted to driving the truck. Was later identified. The officer also made contact with the wheel witness, who said that he witnessed the defendant in the white truck in the driver's seat behind the wheel and observed an active vehicle from the driver's side door. Upon exiting the vehicle, the wheel witness observed he was not stumbling. And then the wheel witness observed slurred speech and strong odor of alcohol beverage emitting from the defendant's breath and personally. The defendant also admitted that he was trying to flee the scene and go home, but his vehicle was stolen. The officer made contact with the defendant, who was detained, and noticed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage. And the officer then conducted a standardized field sobriety test, where he witnessed. Sorry, Your Honor, the DIMS often does not show the standardized field sobriety test results. The officer asked the defendant his intoxication level. The defendant said he was at a 6 out of 10. The defendant said he does not believe it was safe to operate his motor vehicle at this level of intoxication. But had an 11-year-old passenger.
He did not.
Or, I'm sorry, he did not. He did not. I apologize. Just a moment to see if I can.
Judge, I'm going to tell you that's kind of where the DWI investigation stops. The first response that I have is that no field sobriety tests were performed. It also, the credibility of the wheel witness was never discussed in the DIMS, whether the officer found them credible or reliable, etc. So I really can't make a lot of sense out of.
It's like the DIMS you're reading these, like going through a drive-through, man. I mean, really, who's writing the reports?
Yes, Your Honor.
Over and over and over. I mean, really,
Trying to see if I can find anything else.
case after case, we're just,
So Judge, things don't say it, don't say our, is the results of those standard field sobriety tests, and we do not have an officer perspective.
how on earth am I supposed to find probable cause when Mickey Mouse is writing these reports?
I don't say, I don't know why it's on the DIMS. obviously we didn't write it in here. We represent what is written in there. And so I understand your frustration. I'm highly frustrated.
Mr. Kubler, I'm going to find no probable cause in your case. Don't kill anyone. You know, every single day on the news, how many people die in our county because of a DWI? How many? Every single day. We lead the nation in alcohol-related collisions and fatalities because of boneheaded moves that are made day in, day out. Now, this is not to say that they may not indict this case at a later time, but whatever, just don't kill someone, please. Take a seat, please, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. All right, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
All of you guys have picked up cases from another state, so we need to figure out what's going on. Who is Mr. Burnett?
Right here, sir.
Mr. Burnett, you are wanted out of Florida for the charges of battery, criminal mischief, grand theft in the first degree, and robbery by sudden snatching. Are you waiving formal extradition?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We wish you the best of luck. Who is Mr. Perkins? Mr. Perkins, you're wanted out of the state of Illinois for first degree murder. Are you waiving formal extradition?
Go home. I mean, to go back to Chicago.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, I wish you both the best of luck.
I need signatures on them, Judge.
Yeah, done.
Their signatures.
Oh, Deputy Joint, do you mind? And then, what is it? Amy, who's the showman?
This is. Gordon Stock.
Golden Stock?
Gordon Stock.
Gordon Stock. All right, good morning, Mr. Gordon
How you
Stock.
doing?
Also, they're going to use your plus today.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Judge.
What's new?
Not much. I just got back from Cancun. What about you?
Man, life is good. Man, I want to go to Cancun.
It was pretty nice. Very pretty.
Anywhere is better, right? So
Yeah.
you said, is it? I don't see it on docket today. What was the last name?
Scott.
Oh, Scott. Right, Scott. Okay, Mr. Scott.
Yes, sir.
I see you now. You were wanted out of the state of Oklahoma for drug trafficking and a robbery case. Okay. Shh. Your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. You know, one of the main things that it concerns me are two. One, are you going to go back if we give you a bond? Number two, are you a dangerous person? Because I don't want to give you a bond and then you leave a wake of destruction on your way back to Oklahoma, because then, you know, it's not cool, right? So I don't know anything about you. The only way I really get to know you is by paper, because that tells me who you are. Amy, tell me about Mr. Scott.
Yes, he wanted out of Oklahoma County, Oklahoma for conspiracy to commit drug trafficking, marijuana, conspiracy to commit robbery, conspiracy to commit kidnapping for extortion. The bond over there is 1 million. This was issued April 3rd of this year.
Shreya?
Judge, Mr. Scott is 34 years old. He's never been arrested, no criminal history. He's lived in Houston his whole life. He is a Navy veteran and served 8 years, honorably discharged 2021. And again, I've spoken with Mr. Scott, well, without going into the facts or anything like that. He says he's absolutely innocent and wants to go turn himself in and let them know and handle the issue. He also has a plan to return. We talked about going back within 14 days. I urged within the first 5.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Did I
ma'am.
miss anything, Mr. Scott?
No, ma'am, we did.
Do you have anything else to let the judge know about whether he should give you a bond?
I'm not a criminal. I'm not I don't know what the word you said to the public. I have no risk. I'll be down there in 4 days. My pops will drive me down there. I want to go ahead and get nipped in the bud. I'm already working on a lawyer. I'm just trying to get down there and handle my business. I have owned a business on the north side of vape shops. I have no criminal history. I have not been in trouble. I'm 34 years old. Got a 4-year-old son. Birthday coming up next month. I'm just trying to take care of my business.
State your position.
Judge, based on just the charges themselves and the fact that it is $1 million bond in the demanding jurisdiction, I would be opposed to a bond. I'm not seeing any extensive criminal history. I just see some like charges entitled crimes against person harassment.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you see what?
I see a charge that says crimes against person harassment, but that appears to be dismissed. And then I see a failure to appear out of Denver Police Department. But when I ran as history judge, that's what I'm seeing. But again, just based on the charges and the $1 million bond, I would be hesitant.
No. No, I have never had no charge or any of that. I have not been arrested. Or no, I don't know what she said.
I understand, but the severity of the charges scare me. It's just that, you know,
100% understand. But I have never, that's,
I believe you, but the problem is that I think that the amount and the type of charges are probably just a little bit too dangerous for me. You know, I give bonds all the times, but with the conspiracy to commit the robbery and then the conspiracy to extort, what was it again?
Conspiracy to commit kidnapping for extortion.
Yeah, that kind of kills it for me, you know? So what we'll do now is, has he already waived or what is the?
He waived on April 11th.
Okay, so you have 3 days credit, right? We give them 14 days to come get you. If they don't come get you within the 14 days and Harris County releases you. So, you know, we'll give you the time as the credit that you have now so that it'll go toward the 14 days. But that's a little bit too dangerous for me, man. I can't, you know?
prior history. I served my country. This is,
And I'm sure that'll go toward over there, but
yeah.
me, it's a little too dangerous, man.
Hey, like, I'm trying to get on top of it. I don't want to sit here, then they offset me. I'm ready to go take care of this. This has nothing to do with me.
What I would suggest is the thousands of dollars that you would pony up just to get out now, because if I were to set you a bond, I would set you a high bond, right? That money you'd have to pay in full. It would probably be ill-advised just to use it to get out. I would get yourself a lawyer out there. You know what I mean? That money's probably really better spent. Get yourself a good lawyer out there to take care of the charges, because they're probably looking at quite a bit of time. All right. Okay, man. Good luck, guys. Thanks.